Why, hello, friend. Welcome to the John Cast. Intern John is my name.
I'm Sos.
Huge thank you today, our sponsor, Yum Yum Hibachi in Ashburn, VA. Shouts to our friend Bourbon Ryan. That's his business. Yum Yum. So they started as a takeout hibachi spot, which, by the way, was a brilliant idea.
Yeah, so smart.
Like in hindsight, I'm like, I should have thought of that because hibachi. Sometimes you just want to eat it at home.
Yeah.
Without having to go to Benihana or whatever.
Literally.
So they're fantastic, though. It's all made fresh. We've had the seafood, we've had the vegetables, the steak, the chicken.
So good.
If you're in Ashburn, Yum Yum Hibachi, do yourself a favor. It is fantastic.
So good.
I had a realization last night that you, Sauce, are my friend that I go to for validation to make bad decisions.
Yeah.
Like if I know something, I shouldn't do something. I know if I pose it in a way to Shelby, I'll get the green light.
Yeah, I'm your biggest cheerleader. I'm very supportive.
Yes. And last night, that decision was, do I get Dairy Queen delivered?
Okay.
And I was like, Shelby, it's like 9:30.
Yeah.
I'm like, should I get Dairy Queen? Like, yes, it'll make you feel happier.
Yes.
At no point did I say I wasn't like in a bad mood or was in a bad mood.
Yeah,
it's like,
a little moody.
Yeah, but I did it. It's because the problem is the last time I ordered Dairy Queen delivery, I gotten like the cake for my birthday last year, and then I was like, oh, I might as well get pretzels too, and they only brought the pretzels.
Yeah.
So this year I ordered 2 Blizzards, and now they have like Dairy Queen ice cream cakes, like little cupcakes. So I got 4 of those for the birthday week next week.
Oh yeah.
I only had the Blizzard last night, which to go back to off the air, I think that's why I don't feel good this morning. Is I had a Blizzard last night at like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, maybe.
It was cookie dough. It was worth it.
Sounds so good.
But you're the friend, if I text you like, hey, should I book an overnight trip to Alaska? You'd be like, absolutely.
Why would you not?
Yeah. In fact, you'll regret it if you don't do it.
I really will. I do say that. I'm like, I feel like when are you going to go if you don't go now? You know?
You'll be like, you'll never be this young again, which I don't get that phrase because I was once a newborn.
But this is the youngest you'll ever be. I always say this is the youngest and hottest I'll ever be. So why would I not do that now?
But you've been younger.
At this time, I will never be younger than I am like a second ago. Okay, wait.
You were once a year old.
I'm at like at this point in my life, like if time were to stop, this is just the youngest I'll be for the rest of my life.
That still doesn't. You were still a newborn at one point.
I meant like me consciously, like me, like in time, like me. You know what I mean?
No,
I don't know how to explain it. You get it. I can't. I feel like the more I talk about it, the dumber I sound.
You'll also find new phrases and be like, "This is my thing," and then, but I don't understand.
But you know what I mean? Like
no, because I've been younger than I am right now.
But you can't age backwards, and so with time, you know. I was born in 1990. I'm 36. I'll never be 32 again. Maybe I could almost be 37.
Maybe it's like you'll never feel this young again. Like maybe that's the way.
No, because I feel like a teenager.
I do feel like I'm 10 years younger than I am.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm in my 30s. I love being in my 30s has been phenomenal. I love it. I love it so much more than my 20s. But I do feel mentally like I am a teenager. My friend was like, oh, and this girl is like very responsible, has her life together. Blah, blah. And she said that, you know, she's like, oh my gosh, like, I think I missed my period. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like being teen moms, like I can't even be a teen aunt, you know? And I was like, what are we going to do? Mind you, we're FaceTiming. And I'm like, what are we going to do? She's not pregnant. It's okay.
Okay. But, thank God.
But I was like, what are we going to do?
I can't even be a teen aunt.
No, I'm like, okay, I have like a guest room I'm acting like this baby's my responsibility.
Is the baby living with you?
No, I don't know why. I was just freaking out.
Okay. Well, always about Sauce.
It's not always about me. It's just like I haven't been in that situation in quite some time where, you know, you have like a scare. So I was like, I don't even know how to react to this. Oh, what's that like, you know?
I mean, that and as a dude, it's like, I don't even know what to do in those situations. Do you know what I mean? Like
that's why she called me.
But I say when your girl's like, hey, I'm like, what do you, I mean, I told the story on stage about, I had the girl.
Yeah, that was wild.
Who was like, I think I might be late. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Don't tell me. Like, what do you want me to do for the next 2 weeks?
Well, I mean, obviously, like, go like get tests.
Which was my idea.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe we should do that instead of just waiting around, just kind of hoping and there we go.
Yeah.
Also, it was like the oddest thing because like when I legitimately went to the counter to get the tests, the guy was like, I know they made apps for these tests. I'm like, dude, just put it
I didn't know that either.
Bag, brother. Just put it in the bag.
That's why you just got to have some at home ready to go.
You should I could see you like leaving pregnancy tests at somebody's house as a joke.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that.
Like it's a little like hee hee ha ha's.
No, I don't think
type
that's
of
good.
vibe. I bet you most dudes wouldn't know what they are. Like outside of the box.
They probably think it's like a pen.
Yeah, or like a thermometer.
Sure.
Like legitimately, or like a test for like your balance or something like that.
Sure.
pH balance, not like standing balance.
Wow.
Legitimately, I think most dudes just don't know.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
I think women be surprised at what little guys know.
Well, maybe there should be like a class on that. I don't know, but also like not every guy needs to know everything about the women's body.
And to be honest, I don't want to know.
That's valid.
You know what I mean? I guess it's not my journey.
Yeah, do you?
You know what I'm saying? You can call the podcast 202-642-6272. That's 202-642-6272. By the way, if you want voice change, we do have the voice change as well, which is very exciting.
Yeah,
that. I think one of the last ones we did before we take the break was the guy who called in, changed his voice, who had the accident on the metro on a date.
Oh yeah, man, I forgot about that.
Yeah, well, let's do this one. Hold on.
Hi guys, my name is Lacey. I'm so glad to have you back. I really missed you. But I guess I'm just going to use this opportunity to say I've lived here my entire life, and I feel like I really need a change. I just got out of a long-term relationship. My job is hiring positions out of state, so I think I should take it, but I don't know what to do. Do you think I should take it? Let me know. Bye.
Okay, so lived her entire life. Job has a chance for her to move and get elsewhere, kind of feeling the itch to should she move or not. Can I just say real quick, we have both moved several times for work.
Yes.
I had an ex who once said she was jealous of the fact that I moved so much because I got to live in different places. I'm like, yeah, that seems romantic on Netflix to go to a new city and to find your little nook for books and stuff. Moving across country by yourself. And literally it's like, you might as well be dropped in a foreign country. You don't know where anything is. You don't know anybody. It can be one of the most terrifying things. I think we were lucky that the nature of our industry is a pretty close group. And also very social people. And there's events, we meet people.
Yeah.
Pretty lucky. But if you're working like in accounting or I don't know, something like that, or a bus driver or something like that, I think it'd be way harder.
Yes.
It's like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it's not as romantic as like Emily in Paris, where it's like, oh, I'm in Paris. And it's like, it's a stressful thing to literally start over.
And moving in itself is very stressful, even when you move down the street. So, I mean, I guess it depends on, it sounds like you want to change. I think it also depends on what city you're going to. And you also need to take into account your personality, because a lot of people have asked me when I moved how I made friends, because when I moved to Atlanta, I didn't know anybody there. I literally knew one person in that city, or two people in that city, and it was my cousin and his wife, and I saw them twice when I lived there, and that was it. Actually, and my other cousin. So, but I never saw them because my other cousin was always traveling, and I also moved during the pandemic. My whole point of that is, if you don't have the personality to be, if you're not, outgoing, if you're very like to yourself. I follow this guy on TikTok. I don't know why, and he is one of those people that he's just not very. He's trying to put himself out there.
The guy in Dallas.
I think so. Yeah. And he went to like a pool party. He was talking about how nobody talked to him, and that's his personality. He's not outgoing. That's okay. And he knows that. But I think that also takes into account, and I'm sorry, this is like a little side note, that maybe when we're at these like, because it was an apartment event, that we talk to more people that, seem to themselves.
Sure.
Because that made me want to do that, because I went to my apartment's Wine Down Wednesday thing last week, and I was just talking to only people I knew, but there were people sitting there by themselves, but I thought that they were waiting for someone. And then I saw that guy's video the next day, and I was like, wow, I feel like a jerk. Anyway, my whole point is, if you don't have an outgoing personality, that's okay. And there's definitely ways that you can meet people still. But I do think that is the thing that only works. That's the only reason why I think Atlanta worked for me, is because I did so many different things to meet friends. Like I did Bumble BFF. I did, different hobbies and sports to meet, like kickball and stuff.
But yeah, I also think like the move across the country is a drastic thing for what could be a temporary problem. Yes. Is there value to leaving your hometown? No doubt.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yes.
But I wouldn't want to be like something happened, like relationship, and the rash decision is I need to move my life around the country. Like that, like that type of thing. It's like, it's the equivalent of like getting bangs. It's a pretty big decision to move somewhere else. Also, I would offer you this. I think when you move to a different state, unless you move to like a Miami or a Vegas or New York City, your friends aren't going to come and visit you as much as you think they are. Unless you're in a destination, you were in Atlanta. Yeah. That's a cool city to move to. When I was in Des Moines, Iowa, none of my friends were like, let's go down, and let's go party in Des Moines.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother thing. And then like coming back home when you're visiting, that's one of the most stressful things people don't realize until you do it. Like I hadn't been home in probably Minnesota in like 6 years. Went back for Dave Ryan's say his graduation, his retirement party. And it was like, oh God, like all these people were hitting me up. I was like, I'm only here for like 20 hours.
Yeah.
It's stressful to be like, who do you see when you go home? Because you gotta see family. And then when your parents like, we gotta go see, Stuart and Mary Lee, you saw them once when you were 3 years old and they want to come over. It's like, I don't want to see Stuart and Mary Lee.
I did. That was a lot. Whenever I'd come back, it was just always like bopping around, especially in the DMV, because my parents live so far away from like wherever everyone else was. But it's something to keep in mind that yes, or do you think that you'll look back in a year and be happy that you made the change? But I will say, moving to Atlanta was the best thing I ever did for myself. I will say.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And my friend Rosie, even that I met in Atlanta, she went through after a long-term relationship, a big breakup, and she last year moved to Austin and she's just thriving. So I think it could be really good, but also I think you have to be honest with yourself and realize maybe this actually is just something to put a band-aid over a situation that I should go to therapy for, or just that I should just like heal myself from first before I make that decision. Yeah,
I guess to that point, it's almost like make sure you're doing it for you, not to punish somebody else or
not even punish someone else. I think that even when I moved to Atlanta, I remember feeling just a little delusional about it. I was like, yes, let's go. And I had just turned 30. Yeah.
Okay, moving sucks. But to your point too, I'm meeting friends. I think for me, I joined the Bourbon Facebook pages, and that's how I met Bourbon Ryan.
Yeah,
and so there's luckily with that kind of stuff. If you have a niche thing you like stop saying like John, but I was like, okay, so Bourbon Ryan and I have a lot in common because we like bourbon. There's probably a lot of other things we'd like too. Usually with bourbon, it's like you smoke cigars.
Yeah. You
watch sports, like that type of like a niche thing. Like I know you like the workout classes and that kind of stuff, and your other billion hobbies.
Yes, I love.
So that's kind of the vibe. Yeah. So if you want to call again, 202-642-6272. Again, Bourbon Ryan of Yum Yum Hibachi.
So good.
Sponsor today's podcast. Let me get to this for your Friday. Oh, by the way, birthday party is next Saturday.
It is.
Hyde Social on the 8th of August. It's going to be a fantastic time because it usually becomes Shelby's party.
It does not.
No, which I prefer. Like I love being the center of attention, but not for things like this. Okay. So that's going to be fun. I want to hit this. They asked for the go-to dating move that works for guys every time.
Okay.
So if a guy has these things, it's going to be like he's in, so to speak. Having clean breath.
Well, yes. If you have good breath, thank you. If you have gross breath, because even like clean breath, yes, if it's like minty fresh, I'm like, oh, okay, that stands out. But it's when they have bad breath, that's what really stands out. So it's like, ugh.
And to me, it's like rarely have I had bad breath and not known it.
Yes, exactly.
You can tell that your breath smells like a pig's anus.
Okay, that's gross. Yeah.
But like you can tell like it's off.
Yes,
like you can tell the pH, if you will, is off. You should know.
Especially sometimes when you're drinking beer all day and your mouth is getting dry.
Yes.
You just know you have bad breath. I always know when I have bad breath.
Or like if you have like garlic. I mean, I told this story before, but there was a celebrity I met years ago who had horrendous breath.
Yes.
I never forgot it. And then I moved out here, talked to somebody radio who met that celebrity the same day, different building, and said he had horrible breath. And I was like, okay, the fact that we both remember this 6 years later on the same day, I need to make sure my breath always fantastic. So that's why your boys got fresh breath.
Nice. The more you know.
Listening, maybe the list of positives for guys on dates.
I do like it when they listen, but at least like acknowledge that you're listening, because if you're just sitting there quiet, I think I'm crazy. Is that what you're doing right now? Okay. Anyway, see, this is what happens. And I'm like, oh, are you listening? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Can you acknowledge it? Don't do this to me. I'm not doing this. It's literally 7 a.m., John. I'm not doing this right now. Okay, bye. This was so fun.
What'd you say?
It's really not that funny. It was funny like the first 5 seconds.
It's funny because you legitimately...
I hate when people do that.
Which is next on the list, a sense of humor.
I do have a sense of humor. Doesn't seem like it.
This is for the dudes though. The dude has sense of humor.
I do like a guy with a sense of humor. If you're too serious, then I don't think we're gonna vibe.
But you also got to ease somebody into it though.
Oh,
I mean, you can't go with your "these are the best friends" jokes we tell behind closed doors when you just meet somebody because you don't know.
Sometimes I have some really dark jokes, and that's kind of.
Yeah, if it's a joke, oh, sorry, I'm late. I was just saying a dog would be hit by a car.
Oh
and they say it's a joke like, oh, my dog happened my dog a month ago. I was like,
I don't have stuff like that.
But like that kind of like, you need to know, or you can't make like jokes about, sorry, I was late. My parents are getting divorced. Like making that stuff up. And then it's like, oh, my parents got divorced last. You know what I'm saying? Like, saying things like as a joke to break the ice. And then it's like, okay, I'm actually going through that.
Yeah, that'd be weird. Don't do that.
Being honest about what you're looking for is a green flag.
That's definitely a green flag, especially because I mean you can put it on your profile, but I think when you say it in person and it aligns with what I'm also looking for, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that goes to
if you're being honest. Yes. Sorry, if you're being honest.
Yes, we talked about Love Island and the guy named Sincere, who was the most insincere person.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, dude, just say what you want. That way they can't get mad at you.
It's like every date that I used to go on, I'd be like, so does anyone in the world know, like think that they're your girlfriend right now?
Which is a crazy question to ask.
Valid question.
Hey, real quick, does anybody think they're in a relationship with you?
Literally. You have to ask.
Would anybody answer in a way that's like, ooh, that seems off? Like they're almost implying that they...
I've never had anyone say that, but... Okay. But also they could have been lying.
Okay. Next positive for doing a date, looking deeply into her eyes.
Okay, sure. I mean, if you're looking at me, that's good. I don't know about deeply into my eyes. If it's a first date, don't do that. I'll feel weird. Yeah, I also have ADD, so my eyes are everywhere. Yeah, and then I'm going to keep awkwardly looking into your eyes. Like, are you? Oh, you're still trying to look into my eyes. Yeah. Oh God. Making sure your place is clean before taking her home. Yeah, I do like a clean house. If a guy has a clean house, that stands out. If they have a really messy house, that also stands out, not in a good way. Yeah, but isn't there a thing though where people, if it looks like he was expecting you to come over, like that could be a down, like that could be negative. I don't need it to be like pristine clean, but I would like it to be like cleanish. But like, what's the line though? Do you know what I mean? Like, you look lived in, but not like. Yeah. Like, okay. You know, like not a hotel. Yeah. I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you to have like everything like spotless. Okay. Expressing interest in her work. Oh yeah. Yes. But don't make that your whole thing. Like if you're only asking me about my job, that freaks me out. But I guess it's just overall expressing interest in anything that they say is probably a good thing to do. That is a good one. It's still that people love to talk about themselves. Like you can keep a conversation going for hours if you just listen. Yeah, literally. You know what I mean? Holding the door. Oh yeah, it's free. Hold the door, open doors. Yeah, and I always say to fellas, like, dude, that sets you apart from what I've heard about how bad dating is. Yeah. I still open Alex's door, but we do the Ben Affleck bit where I showed this before, but Ben Affleck and J-Lo, where he like was mad at her about something clearly because you can tell in his face. It's like the Dunkin' Donuts meme of him like looking that angry, where he opens the door and then looks up and like slams it because he's pissed at her. Yeah, yeah. We do that bit in public sometimes. Oh, nice. And I'm like, Ben Affleck. How cute. But I think that is such an easy thing to do that will set you miles apart. Why not do it? You know? Yes. They say offering, not insisting to pay for dinner. Okay. I mean, if you ask me on the date, I do think you should offer, but if you insist, that won't be a red flag for me. I prefer insisting because offering, you can half-heartedly offer to like, and how would you be like, hey, I'll pay for this? I mean, that seems, which I think most women would rather have the guy be like, I got this versus like, I'll pay for this. That is true because I'm offering to help. I'm offering to help and hoping you turn it down. I do think that if you were to say it like that, I'd be like, okay, you asked me to be here. But that's what like when we hear guys complain about how expensive dating is. Like, hey man, if you pick the date and you pick the restaurant, dude, there's no shame in checking the menu beforehand. Be like, okay, it's going to cost me about this much. Yeah. I probably can't get a drink. To say you're driving. But you can also go on free dates. That's 100%. Why I feel like people just don't think about that anymore. It's always, let's get dinner, drinks, blah, blah. And I think that the best kind of date isn't dinner. I think it's just either getting drinks or coffee. I used to think that coffee dates were a terrible idea, but now I've changed my mind because I don't want a long drawn out date. Because what if I don't like you and I have to sit through a meal? Yeah, there is something to less is more. Yeah. You want to keep like the intrigue. I think that is a problem with dating nowadays is you do want to keep the intrigue of like,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and if you're having fun with them, you can go somewhere and get food. But I think that we're all now just in such a rush that I would try to do that maybe on like a second date.
Do coffee?
The dinner thing.
Dinner? Okay. That's fair. Wearing the proper cologne.
Oh, I mean, I would love for you to smell good. If you don't smell good, then I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's also the right like mix. You don't want to put too much on. If it's
no.
cologne.
I don't want you wearing too much, but I want you to smell good.
This is a dumb question. I'm being serious because you are so short. You are 4'11". Let's say a guy is 6 feet.
Sure.
Are you able to smell his cologne if you're next to him? And I'm not trying to be an ass, but like his most spot, I think it's the neck, right? Yeah. And then some people say the wrists.
Yes.
So like,
I could smell them.
Okay. Do you have like a favorite like
I don't even know. No, I can't even think of like a cologne off the top of my head right now. I have been single for so long. I can't think of a cologne.
The knockoff clones are the best ones. Like there is like one time Ollie Murs came in the radio station. He had this Aventus Creed cologne. That cologne's like $500 a bottle.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it smelled fantastic. Yeah. But I was like, that is not going to be happening for your boy. So offer a ride home.
Oh yeah. That's so nice. If he's not creepy. If he's creepy, I probably would have left already anyway.
Yeah, I do think like you certainly offer to pay for the Uber too. I think it's also like a beneficial thing.
Oh my gosh. Right? If I Uber to the date and you offer to pay for my Uber back, that is so nice.
I think that's a smart thing.
And if it's a good date and then you do that, I'm like, wow, a million green flags. Like that. I've never had that actually happen.
Well, especially because, hey, fella, if it goes well, you don't have to do that every time because she'll go back with you. Like she'll ride back with you or you'll be able to drop her off. I think that's fair. Introducing them to your dog.
That's so nice. I think that's cute.
I mean, Skittles is like, you talk about wingmen.
Yeah.
Again, complete opposite ends of the spectrum. Chewy would get you where it's like, I'm taking the love from you.
Yeah.
Like you're going to have to work to win me over.
Yeah.
Skittles is like, I'm giving you everything I have.
Yeah.
All the time.
He's the best.
And like the best, he is a Skittles.
Yes.
Like that's the best thing. He is clutch when it comes to.
He's the best.
Because he's just so happy. Is there a pet that'd be a deal breaker for you? You strike me as a snake girly. Like you wouldn't be like off if a dude had a snake, you wouldn't be like, it's whatever.
No, I think I'd be fine with a snake. I can't even think. I feel like I'd be like okay with most pets, honestly. I think like cats. I do think that cats are a little odd.
Okay. Would it depend on how the cat is? Because some cats are like dogs. I
don't know why. And I hate to say this because I'm not trying to be mean. Guys with cats, I don't know why that always throws me off, even though like there have been like some hot dudes with cats. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just like your lifestyle. Like you still want an animal. Okay. So I'm not like judging too hard. I'm just like, I don't know why it throws me off. But I don't think there's many animals that would be just like a red flag, except for ferrets. I don't know. Ferrets just freak me out. And birds. Bird.
But a ferret they used to have like in the walking section of PetSmart. They used to have, at least in Minnesota, you get a ferret.
Also, like, can you just imagine going to like a grown man that's like 35 years old and he has like a hamster?
Yeah.
Let me put in my little hamster ball and it's like rolling around the kitchen. What do you name that? Hank?
That's a good point because I'm trying to justify that because I had a hamster as a kid, but as a grown man buying a hamster, you got questions there. Like, there's questions.
My ex-boyfriend, this is when I was 21 though. This is when I was 21. My ex-boyfriend, we dated for 4 years. So this is on me. I go back to his house for the first time and he had 2 guinea pigs. And I just remember being like, that's weird. And he was like, oh yeah. Anyway, like a few weeks later, he donated them to his aunt's classroom because she was a preschool teacher.
Sure.
Or kindergarten teacher. Cool. But I was like, So I thought that was like weird. But I was like, oh, maybe he was just like watching them because this would be a very beginning of a relationship. Like I didn't know him that well. So then like a year or 2 into a relationship, he just starts buying chinchillas. So I should have been prepared for that.
I remember you telling me about the chinchillas. I didn't realize you could have those as pets.
Yeah, chinchillas. Yeah, we had 2, Thackeray Binks and Dr. Finkelstein. Binks and Fink. So cute. I named them obviously. So.
No way.
No way.
Going back to the gerbil thing.
Oh yeah.
Hamster thing.
Gerbil hamster.
Yeah, like now you've really gotten me like, even as a dude, if I went to a buddy's house and he had a hamster, I'd be like, what is? Because
I just remember being a kid and my mom wouldn't let me get another hamster.
Yeah.
Because I like watched gerbil. I watched like for a summer, the, classroom gerbil.
Of course.
So I
absolutely.
thought that, one day I'd get to have a hamster. So my mom said no. So I'm like, when I get older, I will have, like the tubes going around my house. Like, because I was a kid. And now that I'm
But didn't you have a boyfriend who had that with aquariums though? They made a bunch
same,
of
same
aquariums.
boyfriend chinchilla guy also had a bunch of aquariums.
Okay, I would say a dude with a fish could be weird.
This guy had 9 fish tanks. And they were like big. They were like 50, 100 gallons.
When you met him, he had them?
No, because it all started before the chinchilla. I wanted to get us a pet together. I did not live with him. I wanted to get some fish. And then we were at PetSmart. I saw like a little frog. So I got a frog. And then all of a sudden it became an obsession with him and his best friend because they had just moved in with each other.
Sure.
And so they would go to, it used to be called, now it's called House of Tropicals. It used to be called Bill's Tropical Fish, I think, in Pasadena.
Bill's Tropical Fish,
now it's
of course,
in Glen
was.
Burnie, and it's like one of the biggest like tropical fish stores, I think, on the East Coast.
But Bill's Tropical Fish sounds so good.
Well, they changed it. I think they used to sell alligators there too.
In Pasadena, I'm shocked.
Fairly certain. So I remember I was a little kid and my dad would take me. I wanted one. Anyway, my whole point of this whole story is that he just started because they lived in Millersville, like right near Glen Burnie. They would go to this House Tropicals all the time. They had the biggest Oscar that they'd feed grapes in the front. It was so cool. I don't know if they still do, but they just started obsessing.
What's an Oscar again?
It's just like a giant fish.
Okay, got you.
Just gets
yeah.
But they just kept buying more and more fish, and that became like their thing. It was basically like in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days when she buys the love fern.
Sure.
Imagine like the guys that's Matthew McConaughey's friends. They just become obsessed with ferns.
Sure, that's fair. I don't think for a dude, dudes are different than women, obviously. There's not many pets where, again, if I went into a girl's place or any dude, you go, I'm leaving.
Okay.
I think as long as the pet is friendly, like a dog that is aggressive or a pain in the ass, obviously
No, that's a red flag. Yeah.
The same with the cat, like the cat that's a pain in the ass, whatever. But as far as like, if I saw a girl with a snake, it's like, as long as I don't have to touch it, I'd probably be okay with it.
What if she has like a tarantula?
Same thing.
Okay.
Again, for dudes, it's different because I think a dude's mom would go to like, oh, she has tarantula, she's probably a freak.
Yeah.
Like, she's probably going to be like, that's where the dude's mind goes to.
I follow this girl on TikTok. She has like that. I think it's a chameleon. She's found out that it's like a special needs chameleon. So sad, but its name's Sprinkles. So cute. I'm like, that's a good name for that chameleon.
I could see you with a gecko or something like that.
I keep wanting to get like a little like beard dragon because I want like a little baby dragon. But then I'm like, no, you don't need that. Because
remember a few weeks ago, you can get a dragon tattoo.
I almost did.
Which I still think like that could still happen.
I'm not going to. I'm not getting a dragon tattoo.
But you could though. I've decided
my next tattoo. I'm gonna get my mom's maiden name.
Okay. Do you know where?
Yeah, probably like on my hip.
I think tramp stamps are back now.
I did see that they are making a little comeback.
That's Alyssa Liu, the figure skater at the ESPYs. Like they said that she had like one. I was like, okay, I guess that's a thing.
I mean, I'm not hating on it.
I'm not either. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I mean,
I don't even know what I'd get there.
A stop sign.
Take it. No, there's this guy I dated also. Totally different guy. He had a tattoo that said "take it."
Where?
It's like right under his belly button.
Did it work out?
No.
Let me ask you this. Were there other red flags besides the tattoo that said "take it" under his belly button?
He got drunk and tattooed his name on his butt. So probably.
Okay. I
was like 18.
Okay. With the "take it" tattoo, when he went to like a water park, would it be visible? Like that kind of like a...
No, it was like a little lower.
Okay.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I was 18.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
I would just let have been in his mind when he got the tattoo of like, this is going to be sick.
No, I'm glad I wasn't.
Okay. Well, listen, friend. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for joining. Again, please leave reviews if you get a chance. We find them hilarious.
Yes,
the reviews make us LOL. You can follow Sauce
at Shelby Sauce.
Follow me at Intern John Radio. Follow the show page, the Intern John Show. Follow Hoodie as well at Andrew Hoodie. We'll see you next Monday. Again, my birthday party, Hyde Social, next Saturday.
So fun.
We'd love to see you there. We'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.